Right, this is for the grade 3s, and this is where we get to fractions. You're going to be getting to them in your Bluebird workbook quite soon. And so what are fractions? Fractions, it really just refers to parts of a whole. And how I can explain that is, here's a whole cake that has just been baked. There it is, the whole cake. If someone asks you how many cakes there are, you'd say there's one cake, because there is one whole cake over there. But let's say that you cut that piece of cake into 2 equal parts. When you do that, it is called, you have cut the cake in half. Okay, there's 2 equal parts. And let's say that you want to eat one half of the cake and you're going to leave the other half. You would write that half like this: 1/2. That's the number of parts that you've eaten, and that's the number of parts that there are in total. There are 2 parts of the cake in total, and you've only eaten 1 part, so you've eaten half of the cake. Let's say now that you're going to cut that cake into 3 equal parts. There's 1 equal part, there's another one, there's another one over there. That cake has now been cut into thirds, because there are 3 parts of that whole piece of cake. And let's say that you're going to eat 1/3 of the cake now, and you're going to leave the other 2. How you would write that is with a 1 on top of a 3. This part over here shows how many, this number here, the 3, shows how many parts there are in the cake. There are 3 parts in the cake, and you've eaten 1 part of it. So you've eaten 1/3 of that cake. And now finally, we can get to that whole piece of cake, and we're going to cut it into 4 equal parts. And there you see there's 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts, and you want to eat 1 part of it now. And so how you'd write that is the 1 part that you've eaten over 4 parts in total. That gives you 1/4, and you would write that as a 1/4. The bottom number here is called the denominator. Okay, the denominator shows you how many parts there are in total. All right, the denominator here is 2. It shows you that there are 2 parts of that cake that's been cut into 2. The denominator here is the 3. It shows you that there are 3 parts of that cake that you've cut into 3. And the denominator there is 4. It shows that there are 4 parts of that cake that you have cut into 4 pieces. The numerator is that number over there. It shows you how many parts have been shaded in, how many parts have been eaten, how many parts have been colored in. So in this part, if it's just a circle that I've colored in 1/2 of the 2 pieces. Over here, I've colored in 1/3 of the 3 pieces. Over here, I've colored in 1/4 or 1/4 of the 4 pieces. So that, the numerator, shows you how many pieces you have colored in, or how many pieces of cake you've eaten. And the denominator shows you how many pieces there were in total.